Good evening, America. We're here with
Fredy,
Raccoon Blues.
and we're here with
Caesar. Now, before we even start, Fredy, I wanted to show off these cool shirts that are right here. Look at this. Show your hip and then turn around.
Oh yeah, show the booty.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Like barely.
There you go.
There.
Is it my first name or my last name? My first name.
It's your first name, yeah.
Let me fucking show mine now.
And I'm here with Caesar.
Yeah.
Oh, trying
What
to I trying to sit on Misty, bro. Mama.
And we're drinking
Coors Light right now.
Today.
Coors Light today.
Or right now, like you said.
Or, yeah, right now.
I know, because we about to drink those Budweisers.
Now we are joined with
Misty.
Misty and Fredy, who has returned from the front lines
Yep.
to tell us
Oh, yeah.
how he fared against the Marines.
Oh, I think they were scared that because I posted I was going.
So what did you see? Tell us about what you saw, because I keep seeing all these conservative YouTube channels kind of painting it in their own light, but they're not even in California. So you were there, you're actually witnessing.
I mean, like what they're like putting out is true. It is happening, but it's not like it's like obviously a smaller percentage of the people, like a small percentage. It's like how that fucking the mayor said, like, oh, it's like bad actors taking advantage of the situation, like. They're trying to go loot and steal, even if they're not. There's people doing vandalism, but that's like later on when the protesters, like, when there's less protesters and there's more like fools doing damage, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like at the end, there's like just probably like the other night we got there like at 10 p.m. and it was already like most people were like, not even most people, like most people were still just observing. But it's just like like a few people doing damage, you know?
What kind of damage?
Like tagging, breaking windows. Well, there was just this one door that they like there was like 5 fools right there, like pa 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 pa, like trying to break the door.
Was it for like a store or was it like a residence?
Yeah, I don't know. It was like something across City Hall. I don't know. I don't even know what it was.
Oh shit, in City Hall, alright.
Yeah, it was across the street from it, and then they managed to break it. I don't know if they went in, or they were trying to loot it, or just trying to break the glass. And then, or like I guess like when cops would pass, they would throw things at them, you know. And then like a lot of times the cops would have to like start shooting like, I don't know if they were rubber bullets, but you would hear like pa 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 pa.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if they were actually hitting people because we were across the street like watching, you know, like. And then like the people would leave, the cops would go back, and the people would come back, and then it was just like, and then there was other people just watching, and then like people protesting, like people driving through with flags, like just honking, like beep beep beep. Some people like with the megaphone still, like 11 p.m. You know.
Yeah.
Like obviously even then most of the people were being peaceful, you know, but it's like at that point it's like there's a big ass fire over there, like. And then like who's going up to it throwing gas, and it's like, but that was like already kind of midnight, you know. But most of the people were being peaceful, but the fucking other people, it just makes it look like if everybody's like doing that shit, you know. It looks like, cause once you like do graffiti, it's not like if it just stays there for like 10 seconds and then it fades out, and then you have to keep on doing it. Like it's already there. It's gonna be there for days, so it looks like that's what they're doing, like. Constantly just, but it's already there. Like the few people that did it, it's like leaves. Like it's easier to fucking destroy shit, right, or something like that. But then the next day we went, it was early, and it was just like peaceful. We were walking around downtown, like a march, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. That was cool. At the same time, there was like fools tagging and shit, but came home. Then I didn't watch the. Oh yeah, I did get on YouTube on the live streams. And then later on in the night, it was like the same shit that had happened the night before. Like, it was like the people that were there, like most of them were still just there observing, you know, like observing the other people do the fucking desmadre and shit.
And also, like you said, there's also people that like live there, right?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people that live there.
Yeah.
Like, it's surprising to be like, oh shit, some of these people are actually just like trying to get home, you know? It's
Or like they're riding in front of their apartment or like
Yeah.
the hotels, and they're like, I gotta go in, you know?
yeah, and they're like driving through there, and it's like, you think they're extra supported, and it's like, oh shit, they're just right here. Like with all their windows up and like, oh fuck.
Like, oh shit, is there like a parade going on? What's
Yeah.
up? I just got off of work.
No, like yesterday was cool. Like we were like protesting through like downtown. I don't know the streets over there.
Mm.
There was these streets that I did see. It was like 4th Street and like Spring Street or something like that.
Mm.
And it was like apartments that like they looked really old and they were like tall. You know, they were not skyscrapers, but they were like 10 stories, like 15 stories.
Which is still pretty high.
That shit was sick. And there would be like people coming out of the windows like, yeah, you know. Like,
Yeah.
like that shit was sick. Those were like peaceful. Yeah, there was fools tagging and shit, but it was like, I don't know how big the crowd was, but in the crowd it was like 5 fools like they're like spray painting the buses and shit, you know. I get it, you know. They were like spray painting fuck ice and all this shit.
Yeah.
But that's gonna happen with anything. Like, there's always gonna be the fools that just don't give a fuck, you know.
The bad apples.
Like they're trying to make a statement.
In a way, the bad apples, you know, like, I don't even mind that they're right there attacking that, like, fuck ice and shit, like, fuck it. I just, like, made it all look bad and shit.
You're winning over the conservatives.
Uh,
I,
Fuck
all
those
right there.
fools,
I saw the news.
Not fuck them, but it's like, fuck it, like, it's a fucking residual, you know, it's like anything, like, it's gonna have, like, its little, I don't know.
I saw in the news that they were using paintball guns.
Well, the cops or
non-lethal
the
weapons.
The cops?
Oh, I don't know. It could have
Yes,
been
they
National
sound like
Guard.
those things that they shoot. It sounds like paintball guns.
Because
When they shoot them, it sounds like
it
that.
has like they were holding like like the guns.
I
And
think
stuff,
those are
but
those
you see
rubber
the
bullets.
tanks, and you also see like you see the what is it, the O2 tank? With
Yeah,
pressure, and then you see
That's
the
probably what
other
it
tank
is.
right here on top.
they're
with
probably
paintballs.
paintball guns with rubber bullets, probably.
Maybe
Cause I did not see no paint like
No.
splatters.
it could be rubber bullets too, but most times like a lot of people think like, oh, it's just a rubber bullet. It's gonna hurt for a little bit. It's like, no, if they
Like
they
many
hit you
people
with
have
a
died
paintball,
over
you
that
can fucking
shit, so
die.
they call them less lethal because they're still.
They hit you in the eye, that thing's gone, you know.
Hell yeah,
So you gotta be
bro.
careful
Like
either
I had
way.
my sister there. I could just keep on saying like, bro, get behind the car. Like as soon as not the whole time, like we would go. But once I seen people start running, I'm like, bro, like get behind the car or get
Yeah.
in, like so we're just right there watching, you know. It's like we're not right there like with that crowd. It was like one crowd of fools that was like would leave, and then like the cops would retreat, you know, to get back on their whatever, like what's it called? Whatever they were like in one spot, so they were like, boom, bah, 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 bah. Everybody would leave. Those fools on that side of the street, and then like in 10 minutes they were all back because they would just like run away like a quarter of a block away
Yeah.
and hide behind shit, and then the cops would kind of stand back, and little by little everybody would come back, you know. But we're across the street, like yeah, at that point it's like, yeah, those fools are fucking shit up, like it's like not for the cause, you know. It's like,
Yeah. After a while, like they just taking advantage, right?
yeah, like they're just right there, fucking. They want to do this, madre, you know.
Yeah.
Like yeah, they probably do support the cause as well, but then it's like, they're not gonna give a fuck. They're gonna, you know.
You're just there for the
Especially if they're
chaos.
right there sipping and shit, like, yeah, like,
Were you
you guys go
drinking?
against the cop. No, I wasn't drinking.
There was a dude I saw on the news earlier today. My mom were watching, like, oh shit, the protests are still going. And then like they're like, oh shit, the cops are coming, and like they're like pushing people like, go back, you know. And people are like, all right, calm down. And then like you see like this one dude is like, oh, you know, like, oh, like the camera dude's like, oh, what's going on with this guy? He's like, oh, like they hit me, and he's like, oh, what happened, you know? He's like, yeah, look, and he pulls down his pants, and he's like, you see the big ass bruise right here? He's like, yeah, you know, and like they zoom in, they're like, oh, that's bad, and they like kind of zoom out a little bit. He's holding like a backpack, and he's got like an open like Modelo right here in the fucking backpack.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, look right here, but it's like, no, they focus on the fucking Modelo. And it was like open too, and I was like, this fucking guy.
Fool, that was me on the bus the other day. Like, I got on the bus,
Yeah.
took to the back, opened my Bud Light. By the time we got here, like, I was only like halfway done.
Yeah.
So I put that shit in my backpack. I'm like, damn, hopefully this shit doesn't spill all over my backpack, bro.
Right. He's like, I'm hurt, but my Modelo's still good, you know.
For real.
That'd be some good armor, no? Like,
If
deflect
it
the
hits,
bullets.
it's like
Just explodes.
It becomes
Yeah,
shrapnel and shit.
casualty, man.
So let me ask you, Fredy, how much property did you destroy?
Me, let me see. I didn't do shit.
He's like a couple of tall.
If you want to know the truth, just tune
Yeah,
into the Patreon.
Nah, but honestly, I really didn't do anything, you know, like, maybe if it was a different cause, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what would cause, like, maybe, like, the George Floyd shit, the BLM is, like, more, like, more, justified to go against the cops, because it was the cops that killed somebody, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like in that case, it's like, okay, like, it makes more sense to be like against those fools than right now, you know? Since right now, I think those fools were ordered not even to cooperate with ICE or some shit. So in that case, like, that's a good thing and shit, you know, in this case, you know? But yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want to do property damage on some shit like, on some this shit. Unless it was like the ICE building or something. Or like where those fools were like in the hotels, then maybe I'll be down to fucking stab a tire or some shit, you know? Like, but like, I didn't though, so don't fucking, you know?
We're cutting that part off.
You're like, you got the keys for this place, right? Yeah. Oh, can you see them? Yeah, here you go. You go in, lock it, and you snap the key off. You're like, there you go. Here's your keys back.
You're giving him ideas.
Problem
Just
solved.
fucking toss a bunch of fucking. Never mind.
So were you there when it was 2020? 2021?
No, this is my first time going to protests or anything like that.
Okay, alright.
Like the BLM stuff?
Yeah, like.
Nah.
Okay.
Hey, that's crazy because that BLM stuff happened at the same time as COVID, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really remember that
Shit.
because they did curfews too.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember.
And they did curfews not only in fucking downtown, like right now, it's only over there in like, I forgot how many blocks. They did that downtown, that curfew from 8 to 6. But back then, I think it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like we would drive around and it was empty as fuck. The freeway, the 118, I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah.
You know, it was all empty, bro. Like,
Because
daylight, and it was empty, bro.
Because they said they were gonna find people, right?
Yeah, because they were saying they were gonna give people tickets, but I would still be out there, you know. But I don't think they were really enforcing that shit. But
I was barely getting off of work like at fucking 1, 2. Then I'd walk home. But I never got stopped or anything.
yeah, and then I remember those days it was like COVID too. Like that shit was all fucking weird.
I liked it, honestly. I was thinking about it. I was like,
It's
damn.
full.
I was like,
Yep.
you liked it too?
No, I'm just like,
Oh.
yeah, like go on, please. Tell me.
It was just a weird time. I liked
Yes.
it. Yeah.
You're like, I love the isolation. No contact
I
with
mean-
anybody.
I don't know, like I get what you mean. It was different.
It was different,
It
yeah.
was different, but it was like I wouldn't say I liked it, you know.
I liked it. I was just doing podcasts, getting drunk all the time and shit.
You don't know anybody that passed away from COVID?
No.
Me either.
I do.
But I know people that know people. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know people that did?
Yeah,
I
like
think, yeah.
a couple of friends' parents
Yeah,
passed away.
fuck.
from
See,
COVID.
like,
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I would say that, like, oh, like, I can't say I liked it because of the whole tragic shit behind it, you know? But it's like, I get what you mean. It's like something that we all experienced together that we can't remember, you know?
I think, yeah, you're just
Right?
trying to get better, yeah.
It was
But it's-
definitely like an impact.
Yeah, like, so it's like, I kind of, you know, it reminds me of like, oh, when there's a fucking, like back in the day when there was some event on Fortnite, and it's like live events where you have to be on there at a certain time for all of us to witness it together. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, that's dope as fuck, you know, like, we're all witnessing this together, like, fucking,
Community.
abnormality together, like, And well, Fortnite it would be the community, but in this case it was the world, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like worldwide. We were all fucking. Besides the point, I guess. Besides the topic a little bit. But remember when COVID started? Like there was a bunch of videos of people like throwing up and then just dying and collapsing.
What the fuck, dude?
And then they were saying COVID was.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like that.
And then that remember?
Yeah.
Like they were like, oh, he got COVID and he just dropped dead on the floor.
Yeah.
What? Dude, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, bro. That's when COVID started. That's how they were describing it.
Yeah.
You threw up.
I mean, still it was bad, you know, like because people were dying, but it was like slow deaths, right?
Sorry.
It wasn't like just fucking like.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Oh fuck! I think this was maybe like 10 years ago. In the news, it came out. Like I don't know if it was a joke or not, but it actually I remember seeing this on the news because it was at my friend's house.
It started off with knock knock.
Right? Like who's there? No, it came out in the news that they were like saying like, oh, everybody should stay indoors. This is not a joke or it's not like a drill. Like there are zombies and there's a zombie attack.
What?
Like please, everybody stay inside. It was
Wait,
like
what
10
year?
Just like 10 years ago, dude.
Nah,
Maybe,
nah, I remember
maybe
no shit
like
like
12
that.
years now.
This was not fucking. They pranked this fool.
No, dude, I was with my friend and they're like, what the fuck? They're like, are you serious? And then like I text my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, hey, did you see this on the news? And they're like, yeah, what the fuck's going on?
No
And then we're
way.
I was like, no, what? I was so confused and I was like, it's on the news, but they're fucking with us, right?
Nah, I think you're thinking about fucking COVID, bro.
No, this
Because
was
that's how COVID sounded like when they were first started talking about it.
like years
Oh, they
before
were
COVID.
probably
I was still like in high school.
advertising that movie.
World War Z?
World War Z or some shit like that.
Maybe, but I remember it came
Watch,
out.
we're gonna look at the trailers and it's gonna be like, yeah! That's what I was talking about.
What was it? The guy from Florida that was supposedly on bath salts that was eating some like homeless
Oh,
guy's face?
yeah.
No, this was before the bath salts. Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Okay,
I remember that.
Dude.
I remember
That's just.
that was
wait,
scary.
that wasn't what you're talking about?
No.
Yeah, because they
This
were
was-
saying that shit was gonna be like.
This
oh,
was before
fuck.
that, and then that happened, and then we're like, wait, is that like related or I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I
I
don't
remember
know.
that.
It was me and like a group of people, and then like I said, also my girlfriend at the time. I texted her and I was like,
So where do we move off into?
You were saying something after we were talking about something.
yeah, but what were we talking about? I don't remember. Because we trailed off in conversation a couple times.
Yeah, fuck.
I think.
It wasn't about the zombie stuff, was it?
Oh yeah.
Was it, or
He
was
got
it
pranked.
Oh
he got
yeah,
pranked.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were
We
saying
tried
that-
looking it up, and we found a couple, but not the one.
Well, I
that
don't think
saw.
they heard what you were. That you said you were with somebody.
Oh yeah, I was with a couple of friends,
And you were watching the news.
and we were watching the news. It was just like a chill, random day, and then we're like watching the news because there's nothing else to watch, you know. So we're just like, okay, let's see what's going on. And then they're like, oh, we just got word that it's like something's going on. Everyone stay indoors. Like this is not a drill or not like a joke. It's
It's
something's
serious.
going on. Yeah, like, this is serious. Everybody, please stay
It's the
indoors.
opposite of a
There's a
joke.
zombie apocalypse going on, and I was like, that's bullshit, you know. But I was like, it's on the news.
Fake
That's
news.
fucking weird. And then I was like, hold on, you know. It's
It was
like,
the onion and shit.
and I was like, hold on. I was like, I started texting my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, hey, did you see the news? And they're like, yeah, they're talking about the zombies. So I was like, oh, you saw it too, right?
She was in on it too on the prank.
Imagine. Like, I didn't tell her anything. I was like, did you see the news? They're like, yeah, what the fuck's going on with the zombie apocalypse? And I was like, oh shit, so she saw it too. It's not just us. And then we're like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, stay indoors, you know, like, don't go outside. And we're like, the fuck, you?
They're like,
We're like, what do we do?
we're gonna trip sit. Come on, is that trip sit? And when
Trip
they
sit?
babysit you when you're on a mushroom trip or some shit. Like we're gonna trip sit this food, but in reality we're gonna prank him that this is zombie
They're
apocalypse.
gonna like gaslight everybody,
Like,
like,
were you on drugs?
no. You're the problem. You're the zombie. But yeah, it was fucking weird because we all saw that and then we're like, what? What's going on? You know, like if it's on the news, what's going on? You know, it wasn't even like April 1st or anything like that. You know. And then
If it would have been April 1st, it would have been too obvious.
yeah, it would have been too obvious. I was like, okay, it's got to be a joke. You know, fucking zombies, come on. And then like afterwards, I think everybody was kind of scared for a little bit, obviously, because they're like, "Oh shit's on the news."
For like how long?
Like the day, maybe 2 days. People.
Nah.
I think like the streets were a little
He
empty.
was only scared of
I don't remember this at all.
I remember this shit.
It was just like the random fucking shit.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was probably still like
High school?
high school or middle. No, I was definitely in high school. Yeah, like early high school, I think.
So middle school for us. Yeah, you got pranked.
I mean, if
Yeah,
I
I
got
remember-
pranked, it was on the news. So it wasn't just me. It was everybody that was watching the news at that time.
Nah. You should not talk about 9/11?
No, it wasn't 9/11. It was zombies specifically. And they're like, stay indoors. And I was like, no.
Anyways, we'll conclude the episode. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed watching our custom-made shirts, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Comment if you remember the fucking zombie apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse.
If you were there and you remember,
If you remember that shit.
please tell me I'm not alone.
And comment your opinions on the protests and
And if you want to watch Fredy Destroy Property, go on our Patreon.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe.
we'll be at This Was Pat Destroying Property.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our episode. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next one.